Welcome to the Texas South Plains Honor Flight Telethon. Brought to you by BMW of Lubbock.
And welcome back to the Honor Flight Telethon. Please call 855-367-6430. You can also text Honor Flight as one word to 53555. You're going to get a link to then you can donate to the Honor Flight. Make this trip of a lifetime possible for our veterans.
We literally hear that. This is the trip of a lifetime. We had one of our veterans who told us on this past flight in October that he felt like it was a dream, that it was so special, it felt like it was a dream. And you make this possible, taking our veterans. We bring about 80 veterans to our nation's capital. They get to see monuments and memorials that were built in their honor for their service.
And it's 3 days and 2 nights. It's an incredible opportunity that not a lot of other honor flights do around the nation. Each hub is responsible for their own flight, organizing, fundraising. That's why we're so grateful to be partners with our local chapter made up of volunteers who work all year long to make this trip possible. You can think about every single cost that goes into this. So every single donation that you're making today is making a difference and making this trip possible, no matter the size of your donation.
And those donations really matter. They come down to the little things like the ball caps that our veterans get. Another thing that we get to hear a lot from our veterans is they see the effort that goes into the honor flight. It is completely volunteer ran. Not a single one of our volunteers gets paid for their efforts, and it is a year-long effort. This year, though, as we mentioned throughout the day, that we will get to take 2 trips to Washington, D.C., 2 planefuls of our veterans so that we can back off on some of that waiting list.
Yeah, there are a lot of veterans around the South Plains, and also we've been taking some veterans from Amarillo as well, as their chapter unfortunately has dissolved because of the lack of donations and volunteers. So you can think about that and how fortunate we are with you by our side to make this happen here on the South Plains. And so we hope to get that wait list cleared as we take more flights each and every year. And you know, a group of veterans that are not forgotten about on the South Plains Honor Flight, the women who have served our country.
They are so special to us and to our nation. Each has their own story, which is recorded in a special place in Washington, D.C., thanks to the opportunity that the flight gives them.
That are other veterans, you know, the boys.
Outside Arlington National Cemetery and tucked into its gateway is the Military Women's Memorial, the only major national memorial to honor the women who have defended our nation, including 3 women on the Texas South Plains Honor Flight.
When I went in, you went into the medical field or the admin field, and that was it.
Donna Sargent is one of the honored veterans on the trip who were recognized inside the memorial with a certificate documenting her story of service, forever kept in the nation's capital.
Well, you know, for a long time, women veterans just weren't even thought of. Even now, I have an Air Force veteran license plate frame, and I'll get out of my car and somebody will say, "Thank your husband for his service." They just don't think of women as being veterans. So to be honored like this is quite an honor.
Sargent served in the Air Force, starting as an X-ray technician, eventually learning nuclear medicine.
The helping people, particularly when I was at Travis, when the war was ending and those people were coming back. I can still remember when they brought all the orphan babies back. It was an amazing experience to help those people that were over there, those soldiers that were over there fighting and coming back bent and broken.
Shalene Battaglia also served in the Air Force and at Travis Air Force Base, helping evacuated families from Vietnam find their way into their new lives.
I'm totally surprised. I was not expecting it, and it was nice to have some other women with me.
With them was Susie Villalobos, a guardian on the flight who served in the Navy in the 80s and eventually the reserves, aiding sailors, ship and submarine functions in a variety of ways. Service now preserved and recognized.
Oh, it was very special. Got down and deep in my heart.
She says her only regret is not re-enlisting, but now she works at the VA, still serving alongside other women.
And it's just the camaraderie that we have with other veterans that just fills that void in me that, you know, that I didn't re-enlist. So.
Now in front of their fellow veterans, they get the recognition they deserve that can bring even the strongest to tears.
He's so embarrassed. I've never seen him like this.
I'm just lost for words.
I am very, very surprised because he doesn't show his sentimental side very often.
It means that he's proud of you, right?
I hope so. Give me a kiss, pal.
This is a moment Shalene and her fellow Air Force veteran husband, Joseph, won't forget on this trip of a lifetime.
It's truly an honor to be selected for this, and just being selected to come on this honored flight.
And as you can see, we had a husband and wife veteran duo this year on the flight. We're going to share more about them when we meet the families who served together and flew together on the honor flight. That's coming up in just a moment.
That may be one of my favorite memories of any honor flight that I've been a part of. It was just so sweet and so sincere to truly see that moment, and especially him being able to see her being honored.
Yeah, and that only happens on the honor flight. You think about it, you just take a trip to D.C., that doesn't happen. But thanks to the honor flight, that does. And thanks to your donations today, you're making the honor flight possible.
That also kind of sparks one of the things that our veterans say. Many of them have been to D.C. before, and many of them served in our nation's capital, and they tell you that it is so different seeing these monuments and memorials and museums alongside people that really understand what they've been through, and you make that happen. Your donations make that happen. This trip costs about $250,000 for each of our trips, $1,600 per vet, and that is completely free for our veterans. We say all you need to do is bring money if you need, bring a coffee cup. Yeah. Coffee cup home.
So join us. Coming up a little bit later in noon, we'll hear about that brotherhood and some very special moments again on our honor flight back in October. So we hope you'll join us then, and we hope you will continue to call and text.
Case and Christy, thank you so much. And there's another look. These folks are ready to hear from you. Please give them a call. Make your pledge to the South Plains Honor Flight. The number again is 855-367-6430, or you can text Honor Flight, one word, to 53555. They can walk you right through the process of making your donation. This is a great way to show your appreciation for those who have fought for our freedom and say thank you.